Second and third at the start of the day.
Love all.
For all intents and purposes, on exactly the same number of games won and lost.
Not one.
China only slightly ahead of them in the league table. So an awful lot to play for here.
Too long.
And on the Japanese serve, it's a good start for the Koreans, who now inherit service 2 love up.
2-1. One, 3.
Togami's backhand too long for the table. It'll be Togami to serve.
2-3.
Harimoto back to his celebratory ways. Reeling in the scoreline to just a point. Umpire just wants to look at the table.
2-3. Four, 2.
Harimoto changing the pace of that rally, putting everything into the forehand, but then by the time he came back to his teammates, wasn't quite ready for it.
Five, 2.
As a super shot with the left hand, falling away, but finding the very side of the table there from Jonghoon. Not quite at the apex, it landed very short.
Three, 6.
Final serve for the Koreans, and the Japanese need this point, don't they?
6-4.
So they'll be grateful that the margin is back to 2. Couple of serves to come from them. Really couldn't afford to let that margin grow any bigger.
Seven, 4. Four, 8.
Four points adrift. It becomes critical again pretty quickly for the Japanese. On serve now. Need to get a hold of this.
4-9.
Tamely planted into the net. And an early opportunity for the Koreans to take charge of this match.
9-5. Nine, 6.
The margin big enough for allowing that kind of a slip. Still the Koreans dominate.
7-9.
But they can't give away points forever. Japanese making steady progress here. Still work to be done. Game point for South Korea. Harimoto to serve. Oh!
8.
Unexpected change of direction, and that just put the Koreans off their game. Jing had a good swipe at that, but you could see his legs were all wrong. Needed to be another stride or so away from the table to the left-hand side as we looked at it.
Game to Korea.
So they convert game point at 10-8, and Korea take the first stanza in this enthralling contest between these two countries.
이렇게 아니면 이 가운데 상관없어. 백은 너무 빠르니까.
그거를 반격을 들어가는 거 좋으면 그걸로 하고 포인트를 짧게 주면 건들지 않으면 요거 하잖아. 그러니까 그걸 해주라고.
다시 한번 짧게. 그리고 성환이가 너한테 길게 주잖아. 짧게 주면 빼고 안 되는 그냥 하나.
자, 하나씩.
자, 처음부터 다시 시작해. 처음부터. 좋아. 자, 처음부터 다시 시작해. 처음부터.
Clear serve. Clear. Good. Clear serve. Second game. Clear to serve. Level. One, no.
So finally, a little bit of daylight between these two nations. Korean Republic go ahead 6-4 in terms of games in the overall contest. There's been very little to separate these two throughout. And the onus is on this Japanese pair now, Harimoto and Togami, to pull themselves back into contention.
2-1.
And they're making a good fist of it early on in the second game of this match. Togami was off balance for that backhand, but he managed to execute it so well.
1-3.
Couple of huge drives from Jang, but even they weren't good enough. That was a big effort. I think we'll see 1-2 here, yes. But resolute defending from the Japanese pair. Look at the delight. Much needed as well from those two. Harimoto, the bigger, the broader of the two Japanese, and he'll receive serve.
5-2.
Well, that was living on limits there. They conceded that point, but there might be a little bit of a feeling here among the Japanese, Harimoto and Togami, that their backs are against the wall and they've got to pull out a big effort, and they're resolute.
3-6.
Lim serving and has ground to make up. Big forehand from Jang, wasn't it? Heaps of topspin on that. Steadied himself. Front leg came forward, all in the shoulder. Big powerful drive.
7-4.
Well, Lim made a marvelous effort to rescue that for the Koreans, but not good enough in the end. Harimoto with top reflexes to send that between the two Koreans.
5-7.
Oh, too far. Took some net on its way through and pushed it beyond the table. Jang to serve.
6-7. Time out.
Japan making contact with the net once again. Timeout with the Japanese now just a point ahead. Steady play from the South Koreans has kept them in this.
6-7.
So once again, as close as you can get, given that we've played 13 points. Japan serving 6-7 down. 6-7 up, I should say.
7-0.
It was indeed Korea serving at 6-7 down, but we're tied up now. Great movement between the Koreans on that side of the table. In sync, in coordination.
Continue play.
For the alternative strikes. Togami serving. Oh, couldn't find the apex. Looked for the very far corner. And it just drifted beyond the edge. And you can see how disappointed they are. Crucial point in the game. Went for placement, but couldn't place it.
9-7.
Right down Broadway, that effort. Jang's left hand doing the business. A 2-point margin. And 2 serves to come.
Net. 9-7.
Lim serving.
9-8.
Well, Jang got all tied up, had to take the ball much higher than he wanted to, and by the time he came back to his teammate, the control had been lost. That was the one that caused the problem. Still with this one serve to come from Lim.
9-4.
Again, they go right down the middle to do the damage. And it was power that pushed Lim right onto his back foot. So really in trouble, Lim there. Couldn't deal with the pace or the height of the ball. And so this remarkably close contest continues to fail to deliver a front runner.
9-10.
Game point for Korea. And this will be big. Remember, they are 6 games to 4 up in the overall contest.
11-9. Chengdu, Korea.
And now it moves to 7-4. Just what the doctor ordered for South Korea. And the disappointment among the Japanese is quite evident.
각자만 안 맞으면 꼭 2번은 범실라니까. 처음에 돌리라고 내가 조금 돌리는 처음에 돌리는 그건 이제가 판단한다고 거죠.
얘네 왔으니까 짧고 못한다.
자, 넘어가.
좋아, 가자.
자, 여유있게.
It's taken a good long while, but finally this match, this contest, starts to shape itself to the advantage of the Korean Republic. They've been locked together, these two nations, not just today, but really throughout the
Third
tournament.
game. Japan to serve. Love.
There is daylight between them now. And it's up to the Japanese pair to see if they can reel this margin in a little.
Love 1. Love.
2-love to the Korean Republic. If they can win this game, they'll move into an 8-4 lead, and that will be this match done and dusted.
3-love.
The first to reach 8 games, it looked as if it was going to be only one of these two teams a while ago. But we've just seen the Koreans nudge themselves ahead in the latter stages. And it has been a titanic battle between two powerhouses of this sport. Well, that was marvellous table tennis. We're seeing movement here. We're seeing movement in the confidence and the mood, comparatively speaking, between the four men in your screen.
5-1.
Lim to serve.
5-2.
Jang just missing the big drive.
6-1.
One more serve to come from Lim.
1-7.
It's looking like a step too far for the Japanese now. The margin is 6. 7-1 the score. And Korea have faced the ball.
1-8.
Oh, they're looking confident now.
9-1.
Yeah, celebrations being kept to a minimum, just focused on the task. It's looking like a done deal, isn't it? 2 serves to come from Korea, they're 9-1 up.
10-1.
Looks like a lost cause for the Japanese. It's match point for Korea. Jang to serve.
7-1.
And that's your ball game.
Korea.
They looked inseparable in the early stages, they really did. Fantastically close.